Okay, sir, started.
Okay. Okay, in today's class, we are going to discuss, yesterday's class, we discussed about emailable report. So how to generate testng.xml, we understood. Okay, just right click and do testng and click on convert to testng so that testng.xml will be generated. So that's what we understood in emailable report, and we are able to execute our testng classes by generating testng.xmls. So in today's class, we are going to discuss about customized emailable report. After that, we will discuss about extend reports. Okay. So first I'm going to discuss about customized emailable report. Okay, let me open this one. Okay. So to write log statements, yesterday what we have done? We have done reporter.log statement. Reporter.log statement we are doing. Okay, so that is the predefined reporter class we have imported from org.testng.reporter class. Now in today's class, I am going to import my own whatever reporter class that I have developed, that I am importing. So this is the reporter one.java class file I have developed myself. Okay, and this is the reporter one class I am importing. So this is the package contains, this is the reporter one class. Instead of using my org testng reporter class, I am using my own custom user defined reporter one Java class. Okay, means I have developed this reporter one Java class. So now let's go to the next point. So by using this reporter one class, I'm declaring, just like WebDriver, I'm declaring my I'm declaring the object. Okay, and after that, reporter R1 is equal to new reporter one of driver comma. So what does this line mean? I will tell you later. Okay, and I'm writing the log statement like this: R1 dot take screenshot auto driver comma open orange HRM, and I'm writing pass. R1 dot take screenshot auto driver comma username entered, and I'm writing pass. So R1 comma take screenshot auto driver comma pass. So I'm writing my log statement like this. Yesterday we have written simply reporter.log. So here what I'm doing, just I'm creating an object. I have created an object for the reporter one as R1, and I'm writing a method as take screenshot auto. So driver comma pass entered password, and I'm ready. So here I'm writing R1 dot take screenshot auto, click on sign in, and I am writing fail. Okay, what will happen if I will write fail? Let's see that part. So before clicking on submit button, okay, I'm taking the snapshot. After that, I'm clicking on my submit button. Okay, so once I'm taking the snapshot, once my login button is highlighted, I'm taking the snapshot, and after that I'm clicking on find element by name.submit.click. So once it is navigated to home page, again I'm taking snapshot R1 dot take screenshot auto. Okay, let's run this program and we will see. So this so for this tc01 dot test, I'm generating my testng.xml. Okay, testng, convert to testng, browse my package, lab number 10. Okay, customize emailable report. Just I'm clicking on OK. So I selected. So in this one, testng.xml will be generated. So it is asking to overwrite it. Yes, I want to overwrite it. So now, just now I generated my testng.xml. So here, this is my package name and tc01 underscore test. So this is the testng class was generated. Okay. So if I will run this testng.xml, my email will report will be generated. So whenever you will run your programs through testng.xml only, your email will report will be reflected. Otherwise, it won't be reflected. Okay. So right. So here I have to give admin actually. So sorry, I think admin. I have given invalid credentials. Okay, now let me run again. Okay, my program successfully executed. Okay, my program successfully executed. Now let me show you my emailable report now. So go to test output folder, open emailable report.html, open with browser. So copy this URL, Control C, and paste it in the Chrome browser. See, the screenshots and everything was generated like this. So this is your TC01 reporter test was taking these many milliseconds. Okay. And this is the application it is running. So client logo also it is coming. And we have written reported one.log statement. So for every log statement, the scripting was, the reporting was generated like this. Okay. So if I will click on this one, see, open Orange HRM. So that is the reporter one dot take screenshot. So R1 dot take screenshot we have written, username entered. So whatever snapshot is there at that moment, that snapshot was captured automatically in your emailable report. Password entered. So password entered. And I have written one more step as fail. So whenever I'm writing fail, so it is coming like this. So just I want to show you whenever, if it is pass or fail, just it, I'm capturing my screenshot. I haven't written if else conditions. I have written simply if it is the pass, how the logo icon is coming. If it is fail, it will come like this. Just I want to show you that part. So after navigating to home page, the relevant screenshot was captured. So and when the snapshot was captured, also the date and time also it is printing. So when this test case has been executed, also it is capturing complete details. Okay. Suppose if I will go with the default emailable report, just yesterday we have seen simple plain text only. But this reporting is more this test evidence, it will more attractive to the client. Okay. So like this, we have developed a reporter one. Okay. Generally, this reporter one class, nobody will tell you in the outside of anywhere in the institutes. Okay. This part we are learning only in our institute only. Okay. Nobody will give you this real-time code, the supporting Java class files or anything. Okay. So this is the reporter one.java class has been developed myself. Okay. And one more point. So generally, this reporter one.java class files will be developed by some more who is having experience, at least 10 to 12 years of experience. Those people only they will prepare. So no need to bother that you have to develop, and don't think like that, because you are in the learning stage. So to get this knowledge, it will take long time. Okay. So if you join in any of the organization, they will tell you, they will give you some reporter class, and they will guide you how to create the object and how to write the log statements. That's it only you have to know. So no need to worry that you have, suppose in case if you if they are asking to develop any reporting part, you can use our code directly in your projects. Okay. So that's it on the emailable report. And let me give you some background about reporter1.java. Anyway, I'm going to give you some background. Suppose in case if you want to use this reporting in your projects, so let me give you some background. Okay. So here, whatever name I am giving, R1 is equal to new reporter one TC01 underscore login one. So that is the name it is coming here. Okay. Right. And now let's go back to where is your screenshot. So whenever you are clicking here, the screenshot it is opening, right? So where is your screenshots are saving in your system? So let me show you that part. So let me open my reporter1.java. So in reporter1.java, where is your screenshots are saving? In C drive, HTML report, test output, temp screenshots. So at this location, all the screenshots are saving. So that is such background code I have written in the reporter one. So now let's go to C drive HTML report, test output folder, temp screenshots. Okay. So here, whatever name that I have given, so that is the folder name. So just sort by date modified I'm doing. So just now TC01 underscore login one. So whatever name that I have given in my TC01, So whatever name I have given, with this name underscore, the date timestamp has been created. So whenever you are executing your program, every time the date timestamp will be appended. So fraction of milliseconds also it will be captured and the folder will be created dynamically. In that folder, all the screenshots are capturing here. So these are the screenshots are coming from the retrieving from the emailable report. So, in such a way, I have written my code in my reporter1.java. Suppose tomorrow, if you want to change this path, you can change the path, whatever you want. So in D drive or wherever you want to save the screenshots, you can specify that path so that in that location, your folders will be, your screenshots and everything will be created. Just I want to tell that part. And one more thing. So the supporting icons. So whenever your test is passed or failed, okay, whenever your test is passed or failed, so it is also capturing the pass icon and failed icon. C drive HTML report, HTML templates. So this is your pass icon and this is your failed icon. Okay, so those are coming. Those are the references I am taking from this location. So these are this is the screen icons that I am retrieving. So these are the supporting calls class files path is required. In this location. So you can so in order to show you that correct pass and fail snapshot, you have to ensure your C drive, your HTML report folder is there. Okay, so that it can refer this pass icon and failed icon. So in case if you want to place these icons in some different location also, so just you can change the path accordingly. Suppose if you are placing in D drive, you can place it in D drive like that. Okay, change the path. That's it. And so that's okay. And one more important point about reporter1.java. So there is a logo, control F logo. Okay, so there is a logo.jpeg. So in the HTML report, HTML templates, it contains logo.jpeg. So HTML reports logo.jpeg. So this is the icon. It is coming from Orange HR. So this is what it is showing in your emailable report here. But tomorrow I am working on some different projects. So what I will do, I can rename my program logo 4. I can rename it and I can refresh my. So it will come like that. So like this we can able to change. Just a minute, 5 minutes. So like that, you can able to change the reporting part. Okay. So just ensure whenever if you want to use my coding. So these are the 3 points I want to tell. Okay. So here is logo.jpeg and one more place logo.jpeg. So it will refer from that location. So what is the logo now? It's pointed to HSBC. So that is the logo it is coming. Okay. Like that, the reporting part is working. So that's it on how customizable report. Instead of importing reporter one class, so just instead of importing reporter, we can use reporter1.java. So just you are declaring object and you are writing R1 is equal to new reporter one of. So with this name, the folder has been created. Okay. And under that folder, all the snapshots was captured. So where is your snapshots also? It is showing in your console here. Okay. And all the log statements it will be generated. So it will give you more, so it will prove you, it will proves you that your test case is executed with the valid screenshots or not and everything. But if you'll go with the default testng, it will show you only plain text only. Okay, so that's it on the customized emailable report. Now let's go to the next part, extend reports. Okay, so from these labs, lab number 8, 9, 10, from these labs what we are going to learn is how to write log statements. If you join in any of the project, okay, they will guide you, they will give you during the KT sessions, they will give you, they will guide you how to write log statement. So those log statements, uh, it will prove you, it will show you what is the screenshots and when it has been executed and everything. So if you join in any of the projects, you have to know how to write log statements. Okay, so these log statements will capture the screenshots or relevant information regarding your execution and everything. Okay, right. Now let's go to the next point, extent reports. So okay, 40 to 50% companies they are using extent reports. Okay, let's understand this reporting. Suppose in your project, if people are following extent reports, so how the reports will be generated, let's see that part. Okay, okay, so in our previous class we imported org.testng.reporter, and in the customized emailable report we have imported a reporter one Java class. Okay, and if it is extend reports, you have to import these many classes. These are the supporting classes, class files has been developed by third party team. So those are nothing but event stack team. Okay, event stack team, they have developed some custom reports. Okay, so the look and feel will be something like, it will be very different once the report screenshot and everything we will see. So to generate extent reports, we have to import these class files. So this is the step one. Okay, as per their guidelines, as per their documentation, we have to import, these are the supporting class files. So this is step one. And step two, we have to create object for every class. See, extent reports I am creating extents, and extent test I'm creating as logger. Okay, okay, these two I'm creating extend reports and extents. For these two class files I'm creating an object as logger and extent. By using these two objects I'm going to write log statements. I will show you how I will write. Okay, about this declaration we will come to know why we are going to use, where we are going to use these declarations we will see. And after that, one second, why this format is coming here. One second. Okay, so we declared, this is the step one we declared, and step two is we have declared all the required things. And step three is, okay, I'm launching my browser. Okay, and I have launched my browser. And after that, in step three, I have written this code. So in every program, once you launch your browser, just a minute, I'm getting one call. So in step 3, so in extent reports, as per their documentation, I have used this customized code. I will tell you about this customized code at the end of the thing. Okay, so this is the snippet of code we have to write in every program. So just simply I'm copying and I'm pasting in every program if I'm going to use my extent reports. Okay, what is this? I will tell you again. And to write the log statements, okay, after launching my browser. Okay, so for every set of driver instruction, I am writing 2 lines of code for log statement.
100 రూపాయలు కొట్టరా రే, నీకు సిగ్గుంటే 100 రూపాయలు కొట్టరా ఫోన్ పేలో.
Hello,
అప్పుడు నువ్వు
hello,
మాట్లాడు.
somebody is
10 రూపాయలు కొట్టమన్నా కొట్టలేదు, నువ్వు 100 కొడతావా?
hello.
ఏంటి కొడతామా? నీలాంటోడికి ముందు నువ్వు 10 రూపాయలు అయినోడికి నీకెందుకే 100? నువ్వు ముందు కొట్టు, తర్వాత మేము కొడతాం. ఎవరు నిత్యం ఇస్తున్నాడు, ఎవరు ఊరికి ఇవ్వట్లేదు.
Hello, somebody is talking on mute.
100 కొట్టు.
Keshav, can you please go on mute?
వెళ్ళి గెలు కాస్తున్నా పోయి.
Hello,
Keshav.
సరే తేడానికి తిరగదు.
Keshav. Okay, so what I'm telling, so to write log statement in extent reports, we have to write 2 lines of code. Okay, so these are the 2 lines of code I am writing in every after driver instruction like this. Okay, and at the end of the program we have to write extent.flush. So if you don't write extent.flush, the HTML report, it won't be generated. Okay, so that is the point we need to ensure in the extent reports. So if I will run my program, so how the screenshots and steps will be generated, let's see. Okay, I'm going to run my program now. So to generate extent report.html file, we no need to generate testng.xml. Okay, if you want to generate emailable report, you can generate testng.xml and you can run it. But for extent reports.html, you can run it directly. No need to generate testng.xml. Okay, I executed my program. Okay, so now let's go to where is my output screenshots has been generated. So at this location, my extent reports has been generated. Okay, just refresh sort by date modified. So just now this has been created. Let me open my extent report.html. So like this, your extent report HTML files has been generated. So to check the screenshot, just click here. And here it is showing fail symbol. Okay, I have written my logger statement like that. See here in my program. So here I have written logger.fail. So if you write logger.pass, the pass symbol it will come. If you write logger.fail, the fail screenshot it will come like that in the extent reports. Okay, so that is the points we need to understand. So let me go to the HTML report. So like this, it generate. So the objective of reporting is you have to capture the screenshot, execution time, and everything it has to capture. So this is the reporting part has been developed by Avenstack team. Okay, so we are importing their supporting class files. These are not Selenium. If it is Selenium, it will be like this: org.openqa.selenium. But here we are using some third-party supporting class files. Okay, so this is step 1, importing, and this is step 2. The declaration part is you have to copy and paste, and whatever name that you have given tc01 add employee. So with that name, the file has been created. The folder name has been created, and the same name tc01 add employee underscore the HTML timestamp has been generated. Okay. And where the I told you this is the snippet of code we have to write in every program. So here what it is showing is where is your extent reports part is generating. So this is at this location your extent reports was generated. So just you need to mention, is it in D drive or is it in E drive? Just you have to specify that folder path so that in that location it will be generated. So this is the timestamp is appending, and HTML report was created at this location. So this is the snippet of code we have to use it in every program. Okay, so that's it on the extent reporting parts. Okay, so here I want to tell you one more important point. So apart from these supporting class files, okay, apart from these supporting class files, I have used one more point. Okay, 1 second, I will tell you what is that one. I am using extend report.capture. So this is the extend report.capture. What I am doing is, so whenever this line will execute, okay, the screenshot will be captured, and that screenshot path will be captured in this folder location, in this string path. It will be captured, that screenshot, that full path of that file location, and that file path location I am passing here, so that logger.pass and logger.fail and everything, the snapshots are coming here. Okay, so 1 second. Extend report.capture. So this is the extend report.java. Okay, this is the supporting class file I have developed myself, because I want to capture the screenshot. Okay, whatever running screenshot is there, I have, this is my class name dot method name. Method name is I have developed a capture class. So the driver will take the running snapshot and it is storing into this location. So this is the about this extend report class I will tell you in the next classes. Okay, so it is capturing the screenshot and it is saving that screenshot path at this into this one in C drive HTML report. The full path will be saved into this location, and I am passing this screenshot path to here. So like that in every snapshot, so the I am able to open my screenshot. Okay, so that's it on the extend reports part. So from the lab number 8, 9, 10, the summary is just the lab number 8, 9, 10. The summary of these 3 labs is, you need to understand, suppose if you join in any of the project, okay, in any of the organization, you need to understand how to write the log statements. Okay, the common point is they will import the class files, they will create the object, and they will call the methods, and they will guide you how to write the log statement. Okay, so after writing the log statements, corresponding snapshots and execution date and time, client logo, such information, it will be captured in the reporting part. That's what overall you need to understand from these labs. Okay, so in project to project, they might use customized emailable reports, they might use extend reports, they might use their own custom reporting Java class files. So that's what you need to understand. So I'm not telling this is the exact code they will use. Anybody can write their own user code. So the objective of these 3 labs is how the reporting and how the execution evidences it will be captured in the reporting part. That's what I want to tell. Okay, so is everyone clear? Okay, so we have only 6 more minutes left. Okay, and today I'm not taking much labs. So just I want to finish extend reports and customize the emailable report. So we have completed 10 labs so far. Okay, and my sister Sudharani is reaching out to you to pay the amounts and everything. Okay, so many people are dues are pending. Ensure everyone has been paid before attending tomorrow's class. Okay, otherwise we could not able to. So it will be like that. Okay, you just almost 10 classes completed, so you can also pay the amount. Ensure everyone has cleared from your side. Yeah, somebody is asking some doubts.
Sir, extend reports lo capture method undi kada, adi create chesinda ledante third party?
Extend reports lo
ఇంత ముందు చెప్పారు కదా
capture అనే method. So I have developed a static method, class name dot method name. Okay, so capture అనే method, ఇప్పుడు నేను control press చేసి I'm clicking on this capture. So this is the method, public static string capture. Okay, so this is the code I have written in background. About this code we will see in the next classes. So simply in this class you need to understand from the screenshot path it is written in. So dynamically, whatever screenshot it is running, that screenshot path, it will be captured and it will be saved here. Okay. So yeah, that's it for today. Actually, today I'm having interviews right now. So I'm closing the sessions for today. We can continue by tomorrow.